Hey there, welcome back, guys. Today's a sad one. Selling my high school dream car. Not gonna lie, this video's probably gonna be a little sappy, maybe a little emotional. This is a really big deal for me. But anyways, let's go for a drive. It's gonna be my last day driving it and just really looking at it, and goddamn, it's freaking beautiful. But let's go for a drive. One, it's freezing, and two, I want to get all the time I can with the car. So let's get inside and put the POV on. I figured it'd be kind of appropriate to send it off in the way we kind of started this. That was going on a POV drive during sunset on this highway. Such a fantastic sound. It's a beautiful night. I guess a great place to start would be, why does this car mean so much to me? It was my high school dream car, man. It's the car that got me into cars, you know? Before I was into cars, I mean, I was always into cars, but I was never, like, I never took this seriously until I locked on the STI, and it was my first dream car, and I achieved this dream a year after high school. And I remember when I got this car, it's like the world was my freaking oyster, man. I was just so happy, and it wasn't in the best shape. I bought this thing when it was kind of a piece of shit, to tell you the truth, and I put so much money and love into this thing, you know, resprays, gaining confidence and doing all the mechanical work myself, hiring people to detail it. It's been a lot, man, and it's meant the world to me. I've just gained so much confidence with myself and with cars, you know. It's been such a great time. And not to sound like so egotistical, hold on. Oh yeah. It sounds amazing. I'll put the full mod list down, by the way, in the description. But I was always really nervous to be a part of the local car community here in Alaska. I just didn't have wow, that's beautiful, a whole lot of self-confidence, you know, with myself. And before my STIs, I had a GSR Corolla, and that thing, or sorry, not GRS, what am I saying, dude? I'm all over the place. I'm emotional. I'm looking at the view. A GSR Integra, there you go, in 1998. And that was a fantastic car for me to learn how to drive stick on and stuff. But that was also a piece of crap, and I didn't know how to take care of a car back then. So no one really wanted to talk to me, and I didn't really know how to talk to people because I thought my car was too crappy, so I couldn't talk to people. By the way, that's a bad mindset. That's not true. It's just how I thought. So when I got this car, I gained the confidence in myself to really talk to people, and people would talk to me because they saw what I was doing with this car. And I made a lot of connections that I still have today because of this car. It's gonna be hard to replace this car, man. So I guess that leads me to my next point. Besides this car meaning the world to me, because for every other reason, the reason I'm selling this car is because I'm ready for something new. I was ready for something new a year ago, and I couldn't get myself to sell it. I was like, one more summer, and I'm so glad I did that. But here we are in the middle of winter. I'm like, one more summer, and I just can't do that, man. If I keep holding on to it, I'm not gonna let go. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna let go. So it's like now or never. I love this car, and I've only had turbocharged all-wheel drive experiences, which is not a bad thing to have. I'm not complaining, but I've never truly had a rear-wheel drive sports car, and I've I've driven Porsches. I've even driven a Ferrari. My dream is to own a Ferrari one day, and this awesome dude hit me up one time and allowed me to drive his Ferrari, and that's also a consequence of this car and this YouTube channel. You know, it's like this car gave me the confidence to start a YouTube channel, which then gave me kind of an outreach and had cool opportunities like that. Driving my first freaking Ferrari, you know, came from this car and this YouTube channel. But anyways, where was I going? I had that experience of that Ferrari. I've had experience of Porsches and other cars, and it's like I want that experience, you know, and I can't keep this car for much longer until I start really losing money in it. I've already lost money, obviously, in maintenance and mods and stuff like that, but the offer I got for this car is actually very reasonable and not far off from what I bought it. And everything I do in my life, I think of trying to get closer to that dream of owning, you know, my first Porsche or my first Ferrari. And this is kind of that. It's like, it's time to go. It's time to get out of this while I still can. And that's why I'm selling it, you know? I always thought this car was gonna be the car I gave to my children as their first car. The car I was gonna drive them back from the hospital, you know, after being born. You know, I always thought it was gonna be this car. But plans change, and that's okay. I really want that first, you know, experience of whatever's next, you know? And it's gonna be hard to replace this car. This car feels so good to drive. The transmission is amazing. The sounds are just so visceral. And its replacement, you know, is gonna have to do all this. Be quick, handle great, feel great to drive, look this exciting, sound this good. It's gonna have to be something great. I can't do a linear motion. I went and got approved for a loan for the newer Type R, the FL5. And I almost pulled the trigger, but I didn't, because I was like, this is better. This is better than the new Type R. I know that's ridiculous, and I know that doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people. It's like, it's just a stupid old Subaru. It's like, but this is such a raw, visceral experience, and it's like, I can't do a linear move. I need something that's gonna be as emotional and more, you know? So I'm shopping around for 996, just a Carrera too, and playing with that thought for a little bit. Saving up for a Ferrari 360. Obviously that's not happening anytime soon, maybe a few years out still, but it's gonna have to be something special that I replace this car with, to tell you the truth, man. It's just this transmission. God, it's so good. It's so good. So good. But you know, some things don't last forever, you know, and that's all right. God, it feels like somebody's like dying, or I'm getting broken up with, man. It's just so much of my identity has been around this car, you know. Most of you guys, the people that have subscribed, you guys subscribed probably because of me in these videos with this car, you know. So it just means a lot. I'm glad I'm getting to drive it one last time. I forgive all the bumpiness. It's a little stiff. Handles great though. Yeah. Yeah, this car has been great to me, man. It really has. So a few of my favorite moments with this car, I think was the initial month I had it, because I went hardcore. I spent all the money I had. modding this car, or sorry, not modding, I should say, just bringing it up to my standard, because when I got it, it was super dirty. And so putting gold BBS on it, painting it, interior work, you know, getting a new windshield, so a lot of that. But I remember day by day, it just felt like it was more and more my car. I've also had so many fantastic drives in it. You guys should check some of the POVs. I'll leave one specific one at the end of the video and in the description. But my God, was I pushing this car hard. And it's definitely in my top 3 favorite cars I've ever driven. I mean, it just speaks to me, and I've gotten so good driving it. I just know every little thing it's gonna do. And there's a joy in that, knowing a car so freaking well. You know its limits, you know how to save any situation. It's really a beautiful thing. So it's gonna kind of suck not having that car, you know, for a little bit, you know? Because I'm gonna take my time, I wanna be patient, you know, finding its replacement. But it's gonna be hard to find a car that feels like this, and then getting to know the car, you know, understanding it to a degree that I understand this. We're gonna hit this corner. Such a beautiful night too. But anyways, I don't really know what else to say, man. I don't really know what else to say. It's all in here. What can I say, man? I love this car. It means the world to me, and I'm really sad it's going. But deep down, I feel like it's a good thing. Like, last summer, keeping it for one more summer kind of felt a little wrong, because my heart was saying, time to move on, let's experience something else. But the other half of my heart was still like, let's hold on, you know? And I even played with the thought of keeping this one more summer, and now it's stronger than ever. It's like, no, let it go. Let it go. I want to experience something new. I wish I could keep this car, I really do, but it's like, I don't make enough money to keep this car, then also get, like, say a 996 or something, you know? It's like, that's just not the case. I feel like this car has also kind of watched me grow up, you know? Because I was younger when I bought it, you know, more immature, doing stupid things. It's watched me go through all these stages of life, you know, me and my girlfriend buying our first dog. I moved out, you know, carrying stuff, you know, to our first house, you know. In this car, it's like, I feel like it's seen so much of that. You know, all the adventures, you know, we've went on. All the fun I've had, all the learning how to, like, properly drive a car, learning how to properly take care of a car. You know, it's all been because of this thing. I think I've said everything I want to say, so I'm going to enjoy the rest of the evening and just enjoy my final few moments with this car. Man, it's been a great one, and I love it. Let's do one last pull, baby. This is going to be the one that blows it up. Oh, man. I love this fucking car. I'm gonna miss this thing, man. God, what a great car. Anyways, say bye, guys, and I'll see you guys in the garage and do a proper outro. So I just wanted to take a moment to thank all of you guys that have been here since day one when we first started making videos with this car. Feels like ages ago now, but it's been a pleasure. It's been really awesome. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the fun time. This has been great. And I promise, I made this promise to myself when I decided to officially put this car up on Facebook, is the next car going in this spot is going to have to be a good one. It's going to have to be a true driver's car. It's going to have to mean a lot and be a very special car. It has big shoes to fill. It has big shoes to fill. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you again. And yeah, I'm sad and also nervous, but the buyer is coming tomorrow. He's flying in tomorrow, so it's gonna be really sad to watch the car drive away. But we do have a new temporary daily. There you go. That should be really fun and keep us kind of entertained and hopefully make some good content in between now and the next cool car going here. So anyways, that's next week. So I'll see you guys later. Take care.